How are you?
I don't want to do that.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought we were going to, but I guess we're not going to.
ASMR.
I don't get the ASMR. Where do you get the microphones that are shaped like human ears?
What?
They have, speaking of Twitch, they have like this like
Oh my god, you
microphone
are
like this.
full ADHD. Not HD, just ADD. You're in full ADD mode.
Hey, could be worse.
I hear that you have some questions that are queued up and ready to lead us into conversation.
Some of these little questions, looking for some answers here. So this was based upon, we haven't done these for a long time.
No, this used to be a filler segment, which, oops. Now it's just the segment.
Our secret's out. Forensic Files found us. So this was from a desk calendar I had back from 2022. And these were basically these kind of philosophical meaning of life questions that every day you would try to it would ask you a question, you'd try to answer it. So I held some of these for potentially for filler, like you said.
This is our version of when podcast people go to subreddits and just read the top 10 of all time threads. That's our version. This is our version of that.
Yeah. This is also us doing our sponsor bit. Manscaped.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Hymns for him.
NordVPN.
NordVPN.
What else?
I don't know what he was selling, but Opera GX.
Oh God.
Jakey, and Jakey.
Let me tell you why Opera GX is the greatest browser that everyone should be using.
Okay, so first question to ask you. Would you rather invent a new gadget or discover a new species?
Oh, new gadget. For sure. Because ultimately
Incorrect.
It's incorrect. The correct answer was new species.
The correct answer was Break Into Electric Boogaloo.
I feel like there's so many like insects and weird random species of things that it's very easy to find a new one if you really put in a concerted effort to like subdivide something into a separate species or separate animal or whatever, or insect. And so that's less impressive than making an invention or a gadget that people want to use. That's like a true accomplishment. That's making something of your own as opposed to just looking at nature and being like, you're mine now. This is a Brindopolis.
The Brindopolis.
The Brindopolis.
They do that shit with dinosaurs all the time.
And then now they're like reconfiguring dinosaurs and giving them more and more feathers, and it's just sort of like
you're just making a giant chicken, a literal giant chicken. I felt the same way when they decided that Pluto was no longer a planet, even though Miss Frizzle told me that it was a planet. And I'm like, Miss Frizzle, I trust her. She's like the one teacher I trust. Mostly because she has like a cool like James Bond school bus and stuff.
She always had custom dresses that I thought were nice.
And earrings that matched.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, I wish I was in that class.
Yeah.
A what?
She had a lizard.
She did an actual true chameleon.
Mm-hmm.
Because the real like true chameleons, they look like triceratops, like dinosaurs. They're really cool.
Oh, I thought that. But are chameleons that big? I thought it was like an iguana.
No, it was a chameleon. I'm pretty sure it was a chameleon. I mean, I don't quite remember seeing it like switch, like change colors. But
it was like a pretty big animal, though.
Yeah,
it was like this big. You're standing by a chameleon.
I'm going to stand by chameleon because I don't remember seeing iguanas that had like, horns like a triceratops.
It's a cartoon now.
People have the same feeling for fucking Batman the Animated Series. So,
what do you mean?
Well, like they're like very like this is a serious, honest topic. Like we can't joke about this. This is a real cartoon. Like,
no, that's what.
I feel the same way about Magic School Bus.
So it needs to be literal one-to-one animals.
I would say it was a chameleon. I mean, come on, man.
I
We're
also-
millennials. What else do we have going on in our lives
I also
anymore?
think it's funny that there at one point in that series there was a moment where Miss Frizzle was totally okay with the entire group of children she was with being expelled from another child's butthole. She actually is like, we just have to join the rest of the waste and finish the process.
Mm-hmm.
And the other kids are like, no. And the one girl even says, at my old school, we were never allowed to end up in the toilet.
We just have to join the rest of the waste products and finish the trip.
What? Wait a minute. According to my research, the waste products go... Nuh-uh. No way. At my old school, we were never allowed to end up in the toilet.
Anyone have a better idea?
Staying on topic.
Staying on
So,
topic.
Alex, what would you like to do? Would you like
I too would also like to invent a gadget, as they
okay.
put it, because as opposed to finding a new species, I don't know how much money you can make off of it. Like the guy who like named Gray's zebra, like Bill Gray. Did he get any cash off of it?
I like
Was it like part of a contest that he got in the back of a magazine?
We have the same answer, but vastly different methodology to get to that answer. I didn't even think about making the money part of it.
Oh, I'd be making some cash off that thing. Like, what was the story?
What's the gadget you want to invent?
Oh, what was it? There was a character, the guy who invented like the hot cup paper, like circle that goes off around it.
The hot cup paper circle that goes around it.
You know when you go to Starbucks and you get the coffee?
Oh
and
God!
since it's hot, it's like the
yes.
paper thing,
the like the thing to protect your
the insulation
fingers.
thing. Yeah, that was in some. I don't know if it's for real, but it was in some movie I had seen. I think
that somebody invented that.
Somebody invented that or came up with it or something, and they made
You
like
can
some
make
crazy
money off of stuff
fucking
like
money.
that.
Yeah,
It's a
stupid,
ring of
pointless shit.
It's a ring of cardboard.
which is around a piece of cardboard.
It's just another cup. It's just an eighth of a cup.
Levels, Jerry. Levels.
I mean, I guess it's not. It seems obvious, but maybe it only seems obvious because I've only known it.
Yeah.
I mean, discovering a new species of animals just seems kind of anticlimactic. It's just like a bunch of weirdos who care about that shit. But everybody would be using my new
Spishak brand
thing,
something or other.
the new thing, the thing that I made that everybody wants.
Segway.
Anything that happens now is just an iteration of something that already exists.
Do you remember when
you
the guy that was inventing the Segway was like going to be like, oh, this is going to revolutionize the world?
That was so weird.
And it's only used in warehouses and
City tours.
dupes like suburban white people to go and put on the stupid helmet. And
They put on the helmet and then they go to the lakefront. It's like architecture tours in Chicago
yeah,
from the lakefront.
And they all have like this little like fanny pack in front of them too. Like it's like a first aid kit. I told you my brother and I tried them out once. Yeah, it was at Epcot. It was very disappointing.
Did you knock it over?
No, I'm not Paris Hilton.
Okay, they're supposed to be totally untip-overable.
Ball. If you lean too, if you like really, it does cause.
I got into a major argument with about those
the untippable,
the untippable, because I was very much like, fuck that. Give me 20 minutes, I can tip that motherfucker over. And she was giving me this whole breakdown of how physically impossible it was. And then it must have been Paris Hilton.
That was her on a red carpet.
And like we were watching it, and I was like,
Next question is: if you were given a chance to explore the oceans, go to outer space, or visit 50 different countries, which one would you choose and why?
I would go to outer space because it is the greatest achievement of humanity thus far, is leaving the planet. And as much as
the humans on it.
and the humans on it, I literally can't get further away from the rest of the people than going into space. But it just seems like in terms of, I'm somebody who hates to fly and hates to travel in general. So
That is the most extreme of both.
So it is the most extreme of both, but also somehow not. Because getting on one ship and flying into the sky, it's like 1 3-hour trip. I don't know how long it takes to get anywhere.
A 3-hour tour?
A 3-hour tour. How long does it take to get past the atmosphere and into space? It's got to only be like an hour? 30 minutes?
No, I think it's because of the speed that you're going, probably 20 minutes.
Okay, that's what I mean. So then, like, how, like I don't know how long it takes to get to the moon or like any of that shit. But my point is then your trip's over in a half hour, and then you're just away from everybody. It's perfect.
Yeah.
If you're flying to 50 fucking countries, oh my God, how much traveling and airports and packing, even if you just have like 2 outfits, you just have like a little carry-on, that sounds miserable to go to 50 countries. I don't want to go to one country. So that's terrible. And then to go to the bottom of the ocean.
There's some scary shit in the bottom of that ocean.
Well,
I played Subnautica, and there's some creepy stuff down there.
It's the same problem I have with the 50, like flying to 50 places. It sounds miserable. How long do I have to be there for? It's just going to be a cramped spot. It's just mostly going to be dark. And then, like, if something goes wrong, I mean, I guess in all of these situations, if something goes wrong, you're just pretty much fucked. But, like, that's I don't know. Being under, like, tons and tons of pressure, literally, it doesn't appeal to me. It's like being buried alive in a...
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like people got sent to in submarines for war, and now you're asking me to do it for fun?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
So space wins by default.
Space wins by default. You would have enjoyed Horizons at Epcot, because that kind of showed the possibilities of humans like living underwater in the future, or in space, or in the desert and stuff. It was fantastic. Fantastic, right?
Is it still there, or it's gone? It's
no,
been replaced by Lilo and Stitch Take Manhattan.
No, it was replaced by Space. It's just called Space with Gary Sinise, where it's like the space travel like simulator type of thing with like the G forces and stuff. But once I get some money from Elon, I'm gonna bring back Horizons.
Okay, you're gonna ask.
So
he has to buy.
We're gonna make Epcot great again.
So he has to
park.
He has to buy
America's park.
He has to buy the parks and then put you in charge of them. Is what you're.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The first step is to just.
We're gonna put Mickey Views and Adam the Woo as my assistants to go and fix the parks again.
Make Disney great again. I see.
We're gonna make Disney great again.
The parks specifically.
Yeah, the parks.
I'll be interested to see if in our lifetimes, it seems like Disney's heading for getting broken up into pieces or selling off pieces.
They said that the best suggestion is that they should take the film studio and television unit and make it kind of separate from the park portion, because there's too much of an overlap.
Yeah, keep the parks separate, and start selling off. Sell Fox back. sell
ABC. Sell ESPN.
Yeah. Sell off everything.
I got an email just this evening, late breaking news, from Disney Plus, because I had to pay for like my next year's subscription, where now you can have a package deal between Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max. And I don't know how Max figures into this whole thing, but
I can't believe you paid for Disney Plus. This will never stop being amusing to me.
We all make mistakes.
The more I keep giving them money, the less things change. I can't believe it.
It's also convincing my wife to say no anymore. I think my option, I'm going to diverge with Brendan here because everybody says that we think the same. I'm going to go to the 50 different countries.
Oh, God. What a nightmare that would be to travel.
Well, here's the thing. They don't tell you how long you have to travel and how many countries you have to visit within a period of time. Because if I could do like 2 countries in a year, maybe 3, that would be fine. I mean, I definitely hit up Thailand.
I don't even want to leave the state. I'm ignoring that deliberately.
Well, we could pretend that Kentucky's a different country. So,
but I don't even want to leave the state, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
And you're going to 3 different countries.
Brendan, have you ever left a county?
Not willingly. Not after the age of 12.
Consent.
After the age of 12, it's always been against my will to leave the city.
I really don't want to go to the ocean because you can die in a submarine.
You can die in any of these apparatus.
Yeah, well, same with a spaceship. But
That's what I'm saying.
who's going to be on the spaceship with me? Is Elon going to be up there,
My God, what is with you and Elon tonight?
or is it going to be Richard Branson?
It can be. You get a +1. I would use my +1 for my laptop.
Oh, I thought you meant like a person.
That's what I did mean. I would use
Do you have like an AI waifu on your laptop?
my.
Could you take Joy with you?
It was a day.
It was a day.
Would you read to me?
Would Erica even want to go with you?
Well, I only have a +1, so I mean,
So it's Hatsune Miku. Miu? Hatsune Miku?
yep.
Okay. So she's
Or if I can make her look like Ritsu.
So your AI waifu, who technically doesn't even take up any space, but you're using her as the +1 anyway. It's like
Do you have your +1? Yes, it's this flash drive.
it's like when Homer's they're in the life raft, and Homer keeps using the fresh water to clean his feet. He's like, my feet are salty. Oh
They
God!
can't write those stories anymore. Yeah, so I'd go for the 50 different countries. Because the problem is if I'm going to go up in space, where am I going to go? Like the International Space Station? And that's filled with nothing but Slava booze and vodka, so...
Sounds great. So what
Sounds
what
like
even,
a family get-together for
what
me.
even are there even 50 countries worth going to?
Yes.
You got the United States. I can't even think of any other.
Thailand.
You got the U.S., you got Thailand, you got Japan.
I would try Australia.
Oh
That'd be kinda
God,
cool.
there's no way I'm flying to Australia.
Well, you don't have to go to the middle of the country.
I guess that no, I just mean the travel from the United States.
Oh,
I guess
the
if you're
travel.
doing
Well,
if you're doing
Like
it one-
Magellan.
yeah, you're going one country to the next. I mean, that does make things a lot more palatable.
Yeah. I'd go to some place like maybe like Barbados, Bermuda, like wherever they have like rum in the Caribbean. I've heard Croatia's kind of cool.
Just do a liquor tour of the world.
Yeah.
It's like
What was that stuff the yuppies used to go to all the time? Like Prague, Budapest, Switzerland would be fun. Like I'd go to like these tiny countries like Monaco, San Marino, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, Lesotho.
yeah, there's just something in me.
You just have no
Interest in
No interest.
traveling.
I'd go to Norway. That would be fun.
I've seen videos. I get it.
Yeah. Mongolia. Yeah, Mongolia would be kind of interesting to try.
I saw a Long Way Round.
No.
Mongolia was. I mean, Mongolia was cool. It seemed very friendly. Seemed very nice.
Just watch travel
They have
logs.
camel milk.
Yeah, milk. Egypt. See the pyramids.
So, yeah.
Greece.
Google Maps. You can see the pyramid. Google Maps. I always, whenever
You can watch the Scorpion King.
Here's where there's just something broken in my brain that just
Okay.
doesn't work like I guess most people do. Whenever I see things in person,
Mm-hmm.
I'm always like, it's not much different than looking at a video of it.
Join us now as we discover the ins and outs of travels in Europe.
Whenever I am looking at something live, I'm always thinking to myself, I can't wait to get home and watch the video of this thing that I watched live. I don't know what it is. It just never. I guess because it's so like fleeting, and the moment doesn't feel like anything when I'm. It doesn't feel like anything when I'm doing it. Mm-hmm. It only feels like something afterwards. So the experience doesn't. I don't feel at all. I don't feel it until it's over. That's what she said.
Be able to like.
Like if I'm watching, let's say, Anime Central, just to something we've both gone to together, like the events, I don't like. It's sort of like I'd rather look at the pictures of it and be like, oh yeah, I was there. Mm-hmm. I remember that. The memory is what I guess this. Maybe I'm arguing against myself now, but the memory is more meaningful to me than the actual having it happen. In the moment is meaningless to me.
Yeah, because then with the memories, you get to play like, Monday morning quarterback and kind of have like a way to like remember it in a certain light, sort of.
Yeah, it's just more like, oh yeah, I remember what that had. That was fun. That was cool. I missed that. Usually it's just kind of depressing though. So anyway,
yeah, we kept on going and going and going all the time.
No, it's just more like it gets wistful, and nostalgia becomes a painful drug eventually, where I can't go to MA Central anymore because like the last time I went, I found it to be a very depressing experience.
And we can't get hotel rooms.
Well, there's that.
That's
too.
the worst part.
I did stay at the hotel that time, though. This would have been like 2014, probably. So 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like people from work came, went, like a bunch of people were there, but I found it just to be kind of like, it was just wrong because I wasn't in college. You guys weren't there. It was all just...
That phase of our life was kind of...
Yeah, and so it just felt like the whole experience just felt off to me. And it was like this desperate, you can't go back feeling. Like you can never have that experience. The way you felt, you'll never feel again.
Yeah.
So,
do you think a 7-year-old would be too young for that experience?
No.
Okay.
There were plenty of 7-year-olds there. People used to bring their babies to Anime Central.
Be like, hey, Nicholas, dress up like a Ninja Turtle. You'll be right in. Nah, you could actually, honestly, you could dress up as any. You can be any. Anime Central at this point has just become like Comic-Con.
Hey, just because the normies have ruined it doesn't mean you need to sink to their level. He already has a Kamen Rider belt. You could make him a little Kamen Rider.
That's true.
At least make him... I should say Erica could make him a little Kamen Rider.
Thank you. Thank you.
It would be adorable, and everyone would all like want to take pictures with him, and he could do his pose, and then he'd get super nervous and self-conscious because all these strangers were trying to take pictures of him. I get it. So. I'd be the same way.
But at least you're an adult.
Yeah, it makes it even better when adults are weird in front of people.
Yeah. Okay, last question that we got here. It is, if I gave you $1,000 and told you that you had to spend it today, what would you buy?
Decreased credit card debt. No.
I think you have to buy, not pay off.
Not pay off. Okay. What would I spend $1,000 on right now?
So that you can not put it on your credit card.
Right.
Shopping trip to Micro Center.
No. I couldn't get enough.
Oh.
For $1,000, I wouldn't be able to buy a whole system.
Oh, you're going... Oh. He's going for the 4090.
4080. No, 4060 Ti.
Oh, the 4060?
That's what I was looking. It's 12 gigs of VRAM.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think. Can I spend it? I have to spend it all in one place. I mean, I know there's no rules.
I think
checking the rules.
We're gonna have to call the main office in New York City. I think it's that you had to spend it today. I think it just needs to be spent today. I think you could be. It's like Brewster's Millions. Great movie, by the way.
Well, I go spend it on a bunch of scotch. I'd spend $500 on scotch because I would just go buy a bottle that I really want, just for posterity. I'd buy the 1983 bottling of Glenfarclas, which was like $500 last time I saw it. So I would get
That was a good year.
Yeah, so I would get the 1983 Glenfarclas. And then with the extra $500, I'm just trying to simplify this, because since I have to spend it all at once. I mean, man, it's funny how like
A new floor lamp?
a new floor lamp. Where did that come from?
You were just kind of like looking around. And
No,
like,
I was
could use
thinking.
another
I was
lamp.
thinking. No, I don't need any more lamps. I mean, I don't know. Like, I would. I'd probably go buy a pair of shoes.
An Ava cell?
For 500. I don't think you can. I didn't even think about that. So maybe for $1,000, I should just spend it all on that end of Evangelion cell. Sure, I'll buy an Evangelion cell for $500.
Or pay Anno $1,000 to have a firm and manly handshake from him.
I don't think that he would go for it. I like how we have like magical realism here now, where I can just be like, "Here's $1,000, sir. I just like to shake your hand," and he just goes, "Okay, American." The $1,000 wouldn't even pay for the
Nissan.
The $1,000 wouldn't even pay for the flight to get to Japan.
Or you could pay him $1,000 to do a cameo for you.
Oh man, can you imagine if Anno was on Cameo? That would be amazing. That would be so. Why aren't there more anime people on Cameo? Are there anime people on Cameo?
Have you met some anime people? It's probably going to end up becoming voice actors.
I would say the American
actors.
voice actors are big enough prostitutes to do it.
Even without cameo.
It's true.
Taste testing
Here we
at
go.
Costco.
Dragon Ball, Naruto. Yeah, they're. Oh, the gang is all here.
Oh,
$50 for this guy who Rock Lee's voice actor, English voice
Oh.
actor.
oh.
Brian Donovan.
Somebody's dad.
Rock Lee's biggest fans love ordering personalized videos. So
Does he do it in Rock Lee's voice?
somebody's dad. Who's this? Hey, baby doll. Okay.
Natalie.
Oh,
Real.
sorry. Voice actor, anime. Anime? Like, come on, let's give me some credits here. Oh, come on.
Oh, there we go. Kana Arima.
I don't know what any of these are.
Shenmue. Hey, I know that name.
This guy looks like
Robin Barry Cotter. Oh, he looks like Putty in
TikTok
Seinfeld.
creator. Anime
Who's this cutie
Anime
patootie?
America. What does that mean? Oh,
Anime
YouTube.
America?
Anime America. This is a YouTuber.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't- that's
wow.
not-
That was going to be completely off topic, but
Oh, who's that?
these aren't
Stephanie Shaw, who's that?
these aren't even anime. These are the only anime voice actors.
Oh, okay.
This is just YouTuber, TikTok, anime content creator, random funny guy, anime girl.
For 100, what does she do for $100?
She talks, Alex.
That's all I need.
Don't be bad.
That's all I need.
There's some people who charge only $5.
McGonagall.
Uncharted series. Promote a business.
He's just sitting in his like
For
library chair.
$35. Why did that one say 5? Oh, 5 stars. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong. We really should get some kind of pathetic cameo made for us. Like let's say like a $25 cap. What can we get for $25?
Hey, wait, can we get Kenny G?
I don't think Kenny G is $25. $375.
Oh, we can get Mick Foley.
For
Chris Hansen.
75. Oh my god. For
we can get
$75?
Colin Mockery. Scroll down. Yeah, Colin
110.
Mockery.
You know what? 25, Alex. We're at social social media influencer is our tier for investment in a
We can get
cameo.
Nigel Farage for $95.
Oh my God, Alex. 50 and
Oh,
under. Here
James
we go.
Buckley from In-Betweeners.
You're not following
Okay.
the plan here.
Follow the plan. Gwendolyn.
What is this?
Somebody took the bog pill. Puta Girton? Puta Girton?
How much do you think, what's his name is? Nico Cotto Avocado.
Oh. Is the butthole extra? It's an extra 25?
$150.
Honestly, he can control that type of money. He's under food. I love it. Where's the butthole section? That would be that's been moved to food.
I love how, so like the whole thing, we'll get back to this, the final question. I guess I bought an anime cell, I think. But like, so I love with Nico Cotto Avocado, he did the whole, this was a big social experiment and performance art reveal. And then I'm thinking to myself, okay, fine. But was the OnlyFans also part of your master plan? Like, where did that fit in to your performance art, where you're doing these things with these, well, I don't know if it's multiple men or the one, his boyfriend or husband or whatever it was, but like those photos were so humiliating.
Yes,
and
self-deprecating.
Debasing. Then I was like, I'm not sure this is the gotcha you thought it was going to be. I think he might have gone native at some point, and just
We went too gotcha.
he got too invested,
scroll back to the gotcha.
too embedded in his plan, and then he came out and was like, oh, is he still doing OnlyFans?
It was all the
If he's-
charade.
If he's not still doing OnlyFans, then at least maybe. But if he's still doing OnlyFans, then it's
There's
like,
an OnlyFans?
you didn't know that? That's where those pictures came from.
Oh.
Clearly, you're not hip to the.
I don't want to be
the
hip.
Nico Cotto
You can be
avocado.
hip. You can hang out with the hip
You
kids
can be.
that are 10 years your junior. No, thank you.
There's a YouTube video called "I bought Nico Cotto Avocado's OnlyFans so you don't have to."
I've heard stories that supposedly there are people on OnlyFans that do not do OnlyFans type of content, but they're like, I paint, I write and play my own music, I do some other crap. Do these people actually exist? Because I feel that like maybe make up like 1% of 1%.
Yeah, they do.
Huh.
I think he actually may have deleted his account.
Oh.
At least it's not indexing. Oh, I don't know how to log into this anyway. I don't know how to log into OnlyFans.
Oh, you should.
No, that's big simp energy. But Alex, what would you spend $1,000 on? And you can't say anything that has to do with your car or your kids.
I'd probably buy a new graphics card.
You just got a graphics card. You didn't have to think about that at all.
No. But $1,000, I can't get anything like super cool and fancy, so I can't be one of the cool kids.
You can't get a super cool fancy GPU for $1,000.
Nope. Like a 4090.
Well, I mean, it's...
I would probably get something more like logical, like a 4070 Ti or something like that.
So 4090, this browser, I need to, oh my God. All right, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
This browser that I use for the show is is becoming very non-functional for practical usage. There we go.
Is it Edge?
No, it's LibreWolf.
Oh.
Which is it's a fork of Firefox, but I use it because it doesn't save anything. The sessions are all just on their own. There's no history, there's no cookies, there's no anything, and so that keeps when we do a show, everything's just like one and done, and there's not anything left behind. But that also
kind of
means,
like the very first like browser that was ever invented.
but then like Amazon's like, oh, you need to, like, we think you might be a bot because your browser's weird,
Oh,
stuff
fuck
like that.
them.
But anyway, so you're saying that you can't get a 4090 for $1,000. How much is a 4090? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
What is the point of this graphics card? Who has this graphics card? What do you do with it?
Streamers. I think it's also something that, I mean, people
are
do
you
buy
gonna
it
do
for
with this
content creation.
What are you going to do with this graphics card, Alex?
I can maybe get a stable 60 frames on Starfield.
I don't think so. Oh, here we go. Oh, and that's a 4070.
Probably, yeah, I'd probably get like a 4070 probably.
Well, the 4070
Although, I
is
mean,
859, so you're right up against your budget.
Yeah, so, but I'd also been looking at like the AMD, like the RX, was that 7800s or 7900 GRE, so.
So yeah, this 4090 is $2,000. Wow.
Yep. And come January, February, when NVIDIA announces its new graphics cards, that thing is going to be completely obsolete.
I just don't understand what the value proposition here is.
The VRAM.
I mean, the 24, but that's for content.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily what
Yeah,
you
but
need.
people, no, that's what people use for
Yeah?
gaming systems. Yeah, they do. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people on Twitch, Euclid would probably be able to know better too, but a lot of people on like that play on Twitch, they will just go and get like pre-built computers, like $3,000, $4,000 plus pre-built computers that already have like a 4080 or 4090 in it, and just use that. But then when you be like, they have like a 500 gig SSD storage drive, so it's like, but when you end up playing like one game all the time, it's
No, they're all, and yet the 4090s are sold out at Best Buy. Huh.
But I mean, basically, what it is capable of doing is that it could be doing a lot more stuff, like, content creation, like editing, things like that. I mean, NVIDIA also has like his professional line. That's something more up your alley for like,
Quadro
for
cars.
editing and stuff. Yeah, but yeah, it's a pretty penny.
Well, now we all know what our plans for the future are. Alex is going on his 50-country tour.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying home and buying shoes.
Very nice shoes. Are you gonna get Yeezys?
No, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was like, I'll buy a bunch of shoes. I'll buy 5 $100 pairs of shoes as opposed to one $500 pair of shoes.
Or you can get like, how many are Chuck Taylors now? Like $60 now? 50, 60?
Yeah, 65, let's say.
$65. You can get a lot of Chuck Taylors. Last you for the rest of your life. Would you buy any color other than black?
No, because I've made that mistake twice in my life.
Okay.
I actually don't even own Chuck Taylors at the moment.
Oh.
Though I do want to. I've been like, I need to buy another pair. But anyway, I bought the all black ones once, so they're not even. It was the black with the black toe cap and the black insignia, I think. Yeah, it must have been black. And I remember, and like in hindsight, I felt like I was wearing like
Boots?
Well, it was like, I felt like I was wearing something that people would wear for like a breakdance competition, or like not breakdance, but everyone like dressed the same, like a Star Search routine, and we'd all be wearing black,
Solid gold dancers.
solid black Chuck Taylors to dance in.
Yeah.
That's how I felt, and I was like, I can't wear these. So
I made, you knew I bought these, but they were the navy blue low top Chuck Taylors.
Low tops, huh?
Yeah, because I saw, stupidly, I watched an episode of Red Letter Media and Jay Bauman was wearing them. And I thought those look really cool. And then I was like, I was an idiot.
Wow, you really just copped to that.
Because I was like, oh, I could wear these also with like shorts. And then I was like,
I give you absolution for
Yeah, thank you. And then
taking
I got caught in the
fashion
rain a
advice
couple
from
times.
Red Letter Media
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah. So I should start dressing more like Mike or Rich, just like a bloated, overweight alcoholic.
Low tops with shorts would be fine. That's a very like fun, sporty. But now you're a dad, and you're not allowed to.
Yeah. Also, I would sometimes get caught in a pretty bad rain while wearing those, and the dye would seep through into my socks. So then I ended up having like bluish socks.
I didn't know that was a thing. It's never happened with the black ones.
It never did with the black ones. And I'm like, why is it doing with the blue? Because it's blue dye. I don't know.
Okay.
I just have a pair of Adidas.
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 I have a pair of Adidas.